Hi everybody, welcome to this SPM Modern Maths revisions. This is lesson number 16. In this video, I will be talking about the standard form. Okay, so before I show you how to write and answers in the standard form, let's go to the significant figures first. How to round off our answers to the number of significant figures requested by the questions. Okay, so before that, we need to know how to calculate the number of significant figures for a number. Okay, for example, if I have 1, 2, 3, 4. In this number, we have 4 significant figures. Okay, so no problem, right? So if I have another number, which is 3088. Okay, this 0 lies between two non-zero numbers. So we consider it as a significant figures. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing, 4 significant figures. Okay, how about 3008? Okay, same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 significant figures. Okay, so how about this one? 3000. Okay, let's say 30,000. So how many significant figures we have here? So normally, if the questions does not mention anything, we just consider this number has only one significant figure. But actually, it can be two significant figures and so on. It depends on the accuracy. For example, if I have a number 30400, okay, I want to round off these answers to the nearest 10,000. To the nearest 10,000, here is this is 1,000, 10,000 here, right? So I have to still remember how do we round off a number. So to the nearest 10,000, I have to look at the number on the right hand side of this digit. So this is 0. I don't have to add 1. So remember this rules. If you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, you don't have to add 1. If you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you need to add 1, right? So this 0, you don't have to add 1 here, and it becomes this one becomes 0, 0 same. So the rest just becomes 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, in this case, we only have one significant figures. If you round off it to the nearest 1,000, okay, now we need to look at this number. This is 4, we don't have to add 1 here, so still the same. 3, 0, 0, 0, 0. In this case, we have two significant figures. You see, exactly the same number, but the number of significant figures are different. But don't worry, if the question does not mention anything, we just assume that this, the 0 at the back here, are not a significant figures. Normally, for this whole number, student will have no problem. But when go to decimal, then it will be a little bit confusing. Let's say you have a decimal like 10.305. This decimal, we have how many significant figures? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have 5 significant figures. Okay, if I get rid of this, I throw away the 1, it becomes 0.305. How many significant figures are here? So if you have a decimal which is 0 point something, the first significant figures will start from the first non-zero number. So here will be the first one. So in this decimal, we have only 3 significant figures, not 4. Be careful. The 0 here is not considered as a significant figure. Okay, let me give you another example. If you have 0.0052, how many significant figures? This is a decimal and this 0 point something. This will be the first significant figures, and this will be the second one. So we have two significant figures. Okay, so one more. 0.005020. Okay, so we have which one is the first one? This is the first one, second, third. How about this one? So the zero at the back for a decimal is considered as a significant figure. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Total, we have 4 significant figures. So I think this one should be no problem, right? Okay, so when go to this one, maybe some student they will get confused. Let's say if you have, let me think one example for you. If you have, okay, before I give you the example, I think I just introduce to you first how to round off a number to the number of significant figures requested by the questions. Okay, let's say now you already know how to calculate the number of significant figures for a number. If you have a number 3780 and I want you to correct this answer or round off this answer to two significant figures. 1, 2, right? So these two numbers, two significant figures, I have to look at this number. This is 8, I need to plus 1, so it becomes 3, 8. The rest, we just replace it by 0. 3800, and this is two significant figures. Okay, yes, correct, right? Two significant figures. Okay, so you have 3010. I want you to correct these answers to three significant figures. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I look at the number at the back here. On the right hand side of the 1, 0, I don't have to write, I don't have to add 1. So 3, 0, 1, replace it. Okay, this one just copy 0. So now we have three significant figures. Okay, so number 3, if you have same number, okay, let's say 3010. Now I want you to correct its two significant figures. Two significant figures. Then I need to look at the numbers beside this, beside a 0 here. 1, I don't have to add 1. It becomes 3, 0, 0, 0. This is two significant figures. So these two are significant figures. Okay. So how about this one? We try decimal. We have 10.30500. I want you to correct this answer to four significant figures. So which one is the first one? This one? No. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Four significant figures. Then I need to look at the number beside the 0. This is 5. I need to add 1. So it becomes 10.31. The rest I cannot replace it by 0. I cannot write a 0 here. So this is four significant figures. I cannot write a 0 here. Still remember, if I write a 0 here, how many significant figures are here? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Okay, so if I write like this is 7 significant figures. This is not correct because the question only asks you to round off your answer to 4 significant figures. So remember, just like I told you that, see, the 0 at the back of a decimal is considered as a significant figures. So in this case, we only give our answer is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 significant figures. Okay, so we tried this one, number 5. Excuse me. 0.005130. Okay, so I want you to correct this answer to two significant figures. 1, oh no, this is not the first one. This is 0 point something. The first significant figures start from here. So we want two significant figures, right? So these two. You look at the number here, 3, I don't have to add 1. 0.0051. Okay, stop here. We cannot write the 20 here. So now we have two significant figures. Okay, so this one, no problem, right? Right, you say. So just now I said I want to give you one example. Maybe, okay, look at this one. If you have 3, 6, 5, 4, I want you to round off this answer to two significant figures, then it will become this 5, right? I need to add 1 here. So 3, 7. I need to write 20 here. I cannot just ignore it and write 37. Cannot. But when you have this one, okay, so this is two significant figures. Okay, so you have 0.3654. Same thing. I want to round off this answer to two significant figures. 1, 2, right? So I look at the number on the right of this 6, 5. I have to add 1 here. 0.37. But I cannot write the 20 here. If I write like this, it becomes 4 significant figures. So these two significant figures. Okay, just need to be more careful when you deal with this type of question. So this one, definitely you cannot ignore the 0 here because 3700 and 37, they differ a lot. They don't have the values are different. It's 3700, it's 37. For example, if your salary is 3700 and your boss just give you 37 ringgit, sure you will get very angry, right? So this one no problem, right? 0.37 and 0.3700 is actually the same value, just their accuracy is different. This one is more accurate because it go to 4 significant figures. This one is just go to 2 significant figures. Okay, so now I hope that you are clear about this one, how to round off the answers to the number of significant figures required by the questions. So the next part I want to share with you is the standard form. How to write the answers that you get from the calculation and you express it in a standard form. Okay, let's go to the standard form. So this is the basic format of a standard form. A times 10 power n. So this number A is greater than or equal to 1, less than 10. For example, if you have a very big number, 3, if you have a very big number 3, 6, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, if you want to write this number in standard form, it's actually very easy. You need to express it in this form. Okay, so in this case, I have to put 3.65. Why I choose 3.65? Why not I write 36.5? Because 36.5 is out of this range. It's more than 10. And why not I write 0.365? Same thing, 0.365 is also out of this range. It's more than 1. So cannot. So I have to write 3.65. So times 10 to the power of what? Okay, so if you don't have any decimal here, means that the decimal is actually over here. So now I already moved the decimal to here, so I have to move back here. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is 10 power 6. Okay, so this one should be okay, right? So you have, let me give you an example, 305 0, 0, 0. Okay, I want you to write this number in the standard form. So what is the first number here? 30.5? No, it's not correct. 0.305? No, not correct. I need to write a number which is within this range. more than or greater than 1 but less than 10. So it will be 3.05, right? Times 10 to the power of what? So the decimal is over here. Now I already move it, come here, 3.05. I have to move back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is 3.05 times 10 to the power of 5. Okay, now we go to a number which is very, very small. 0.00056. Okay, so now I want to start writing the first number here. So what's the number I should write here? The number must be within this range. So it must be 5.6, right? Time 10. Okay, the decimal point is actually over here, but I move it to here, so I have to move back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I move backward. -4. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, we try one more. 0.0000062. Okay, so the first number here is 6.2, right? This one you should be no problem, right? So times 10 to the power of what? The decimal is over here, but I move it to here, so I have to move back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, move to your left hand side. -5. Okay, let's try another type of question. Let's say if you have a very big number or very small number, and the question asks you to write the number in standard form, at the same time, the question also wants you to round off the answers to the number of significant figures requested by the questions. For example, if you have a very big number, okay, I think I clear this off first. Okay, done. Here we go. So let's say if you have a number 3798900. Okay, you want to write this number in standard form and you want to correct it to two significant figures. So first, I just change this one in standard form first. What's the first number? 3.7989, right? Okay, so times 10 to the power of. Okay, so the decimal is actually over here. I move it to here. I need to move back. Go to this one. Go to this place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 6. Okay, so since that the question asked me to round off is to two significant figures, then it will become two significant figures. Okay, I need to look at the number here. 9, I need to add 1 here. 3.8. The rest I cannot write 0. Okay, so this is two significant figures, and this one I just copy. Okay, so two significant figures. Easy, right? Okay, let's try. And 1, 5, 9, 8, 0, 5, 9. Okay, this time still same. We go to two significant figures. Okay, before I round off it to two significant figures, I just change it become standard form. 5.98059 times 10 to the power of. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we have a lot of significant figures here. Since that I want you to round off it to two significant figures, then it will become 1, 2, right? So this is 8. I need to add 1 here. But this is 9. When I add 1 here, it becomes 10. I need to add 1 here. 6.0. Be careful. Not only 6. Because we need two significant figures. 1, 2. The rest, okay, we cannot write the 0 here. So the answer will be 6.0 times 10 to the power of 5. So we already round off these answers to two significant figures. Okay. Okay, we go to number 3. This is the first one, second. Okay, we the third one. This time we go to smaller number, 0.00 something, 00498. Okay, so I want you to correct these answers to two significant figures and also write in standard form. So first I change it become standard form first, 4.98. 4.98, 1, 2, 3 times 10 power negative 3. Then I want two significant figures, 1, 2. Okay, so I need to look at the number beside the 9 here. This is 8, alright? So I need to add 1 here and add 1 here, it becomes 10. I need to add 1 here also. So it becomes 5. 5 is not enough because I want two significant figures, 1, 2, 5.0 times 10 power negative 3. So this is two significant figures. Okay, so we try one more. Number 4, 0.00009956. Okay, so I want you to write it same thing, change it become standard form and round off it to three significant figures this time. So first I have to change it to standard form first, 9.956 times. Okay, so the decimal here, I move it to here, then I need to move back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 10 to the power of negative 5. Now we have four significant figures here. I want to change it, round off it become 3. 6, I need to add 1 here. 9.96. Okay, the rest we just copy this one. Okay, so these three significant figures. Okay, it's not that hard, right? Okay, let's look at some SPM questions. These are the questions in the years 2017. So we have 4 questions from these chapters. Okay, the first one is actually very easy. Round off. Okay, let me copy the number first, 0.02886. Correct the three significant figures. So be careful, this is not the first one. This is 0 point something, a decimal. Start from the first non-zero number. First, second, third. Okay, we want three significant figures. Okay, so I need to look at this number. This is 6. I need to add 1 here. So it becomes 0.0289. Three significant figures. So the answer is 0.0289. Okay, so we donkey. Easy, right? So how about the second one? Nisa carries a box with a volume of 0.00825 cubic centimeter. Express volume. Okay, this is very straightforward. 0.00825. So I want to express this one in standard form. We don't have a change of unit because the questions given here is cubic meter and the answer also cubic meter. So this is very straightforward. I write 8.25. Okay, so decimal is over here, but I already move it to here. I need to move back. 1, 2, 3. Then power negative 3. Okay, so the answer should be 8.25, 10 power negative. Okay, so we cat. Okay, how about number 3? So this one you can just press your calculator. 20210 divided by 5, and you need to write your answer in standard form. Excuse me. So this is 40. Okay, it should be 4042. I want to change become standard form 4.042. Okay, So the decimal is actually over here. I move it here. I need to go back to the original place. So 1, 2, 3. So now I move the decimal to the right hand side. So power here no negative. Just now I move to left hand side. That's why I have to put negative. Now I move to right hand side. I don't have to put a negative. Okay, so the answer is 4. Okay, so we go to the last one. This one will be a little bit tricky. The distance of a Saturn from the Sun is 1.43 times 10 power 9 kilometer. If the speed of the light is 3 times 10 power 8 meter per second, here you have to be more careful. How long in seconds does it take for the light to travel from the Sun to the Saturn? Okay, this one you have to be more careful. First, you learn it before in Form 3, how to calculate the distance travel. So remember this triangle, DST. If you want to calculate the time taken, you need to take distance divided by speed. Distance divided by speed. Time taken. Distance, but be careful here. The distance given here is kilometer, but the speed given here is meter per second. And I need to change this one, become meter first. 1.43 times 10 power 9. This is a kilometer. I want to change become meter. I have to times further 10 power 3. Because 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Still remember this one? Okay, then I just divided by the speed. 3 times 10 power 8. Okay, so I will get the time taken. So this 1.43 times 10 power 9 plus 3, you get 12. Okay, 3 times 10 power 8. Okay, this one you just key in your calculator. You should be able to get, let me check out, 4.77 times 10 power 3. 77, let me check, 4.77 times 10 power 3. Okay, correct. So the answer should be A. So this one, if you want to do this way also can. You can actually do like this also. Okay, 1.43 divided by 3 times 10 power. Okay, this divide, right? They have the same base, 10 power 12, 10 power 8. It become 12 minus 8. Okay, so you press this part, your calculator, 1.43 divided by 3, you get 0.476 seconds, so on. Okay, 0.476. Okay, I just round up to 4 significant figures. Okay, so here will be 4. Okay, but this is not standard form. Why? Because this number is less than 1. So I need to change become 4.767. Okay, the decimal is actually over here. I move it here. I need to move back, right? 1. Move to left hand side. Negative. Okay, this is 4. I just copy. So we get this answer. 767 times 10 power 4 plus negative 1, you get 3. If you just, the question don't have this answer, right? So we choose the nearest one, 4.77. The answer should be A. Okay, so for this video, I think I just stop here. Hope that you understand better after watching this video. If you think that my video is helpful, please share with your friend who need it. I will really appreciate it. See you again in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.